Curveball. So nuke overpass, nuke,
Yeah.
and then decider of ancient if we get to it, folks. So that's yeah, that's definitely going to be an interesting veto. You got to be pretty happy if you're forZe about those first two. Ancient might be a bit of a tougher task if you get to it, but nuke overpass do present a pretty clear roadmap to a 2-0 here, Alan.
I like this for forZe a lot. I look at all three of these maps and think they have good chances. So, yeah, point to prove for both these teams. And I'm intrigued to see Beltronic on this team as well for Aurora. Very skilled player. But to my knowledge, has he played any games yet for this team? Could be interesting.
So he looks now. Lackey looks dead. So that doesn't help. Result hunting out. Very aggressive. He's a guy who can take a ton of space. Turn around on its head. Bomb is back here. Norwi just kind of a little hesitant. And Aurora, having lost that initial pick, just kind of seemed to be freezing. They're taking a bit of space up top. But a minute on the clock, it's nothing substantial here just yet. And it seems like they're going to shift their focus and redouble their efforts down towards B.
One smoke on Norwi. There is only 2B. There is a bit of an early warning. A result can hopefully get some info, but these 2B players have to stay alive. Can't be taking too many fights. Got to call the cavalry. Information now handed over. And this exec's got to come in. Flash is good, though. That is brutal. 2 fast kills and information. Players all over the site now. This is a nightmare for Aurora.
Flank down Khan. Shelfie gets that. Now it's just the bomb. It's just Norwi. He's not got armor either, so body shots might just be enough. 3 players to find. This feels like an impossible situation. Into a crossfire he will go. First contact on. Pillar player swings. And that was forZe's all the way through. That early positioning, that aggressive push from Result just gives them so much information. Sets up the flash play towards Monster. Well, what do you do? What do you do there if you're Aurora?
Die. Like they did at the end. Wasn't much they could do. The flashes were so good because it looked like, oh my god, they've only got 2 players on the site on the defense, but the flashes were so perfectly timed that it didn't really matter as long as there was a player in heaven with that util. It looked good. I did have a quick check. Beltronic, he's played about 2 weeks. Only the 1 tournament though with Aurora. So about, what is that? 8 maps total. This will be his 9th. So still very early on.
To Deco. Khalil out for Norwi. They're going to go for the firepower. Couple smokes to maybe try and get forward on a site. But largely this is about shooting heads. 1 smoke gone. Fukushima going to have to contend with that. He'll sit himself on the water fountain. Hydration is important. Not so much when you put your feet in it. Oh, and there's first blood. Can he get away?
Okay.
All right. Buy some lottery tickets, Fukushima. Now Shelfie follows it up. I mean, that was just bad timing. That was just bad timing on at least a recovery of the Khalil, but this round's already looking like a disaster. And, well, his teammate, Lackey, was making a solo move towards short, hoping to get lucky. And now the flank is on. There's just no way out of this. Any kills here would be a miracle, and it's not going to happen.
They'll take that. 4 alive. And, of course, that was just the sole weapon. Bit of an eco from Aurora. Invested a tad. And that's
my concern, Alan, didn't really feel like they had a plan in that round.
No.
You invest everything. You've got the Deco. You've got the Khalil. Don't really know what they were trying to accomplish.
I guess walk mid and contact in with the Khalil, but they just lost the first duels. Granted, that second kill from Fukushima was a bit... What are you supposed to do? Okay.
Oh, look at the firing squad.
Maybe we should pay attention. There's a player behind Fukushima.
Has he seen him? Yeah, wait. Deco's looking back. I think... No, he didn't see? He didn't see? No, they did. Okay, okay. They knew exactly what was happening. Deco didn't want to give up the space, so now this is big trouble on the Deegs. This is... You had a clear plan. The firing squad outside of Monster checks that first peak. They're just expecting clocks. They're not expecting to get their heads ripped. And now things get very interesting. Shelfie with the deep ladder position. We'll know that Khan's clear. That allows the rotation at least. The lack of armor could be killer here. But a lot of responsibilities going to be on Selter just to stall this out as much as he can if the A hit comes through.
Aurora's made a call, haven't they? Look, they're just fully frozen. They're saying, we know forZe has to make a play, and it's going to be Shelfie. Has to win this duel. Yes, he does. And actually, that's going to pen in these players a bit. Tanier can give up B out of 4, and they can reinforce A. Oh, the timing is brutal. Red carpet laid now. Should be onto A.
That's tough positioning, man. He's got utility. He can stall it out. Steady takes a fight, leaves himself exposed. Now they're in big trouble. Selter. Gone, but Shelfie can't deny the bomb plant. Shift this around towards truck. Shelfie looking to whittle down the numbers more. Bomb denied again. Time is an issue. 10 seconds here, but Tanier just has to live. Tanier just has to live. He's up against Lackey. 5, 4, 3. Oh, and he's got it. Barely holding on to Tanier. Just digging into the truck like a tick. And they've not got the tweezers.
Lifesaver. forZe should have lost that round. 4 on 2, a bomb site for the taking. They have got away with that. And then some. Okay. Well. Rifles are out now. The scary part here for forZe is you've got 3 players with no cash in reserve. A round win here without any saves would be disastrous for their money. So, Aurora, if they can capitalize upon this round, can still get value out of all that damage on the eco. And where's that first kill? Was that
short?
Wallbang? I guess so.
Wallbang or an info hop? Might have been an info hop.
Yeah, it didn't say a wallbang, did it, on the kill feed? So
no, I don't think so. I think that was a snappy shot either on the info hop or the boost up. But either way, there's still 3 players here down towards B. They're very wary about pulling off, and Gokushima's in trouble. They're way further up bathrooms than he seems to suspect. Now they're repositioned, so it's timely. But he's not got info yet. He's not seen the contact just yet, and Gokushima, very big risk of getting caught out here. And if he does, I think it's just a save call. But once again, Aurora, having gotten that advantage, they freeze here at bathrooms. They wait for that response. This time, though, they will exec with some time left on the clock. 40 seconds. And Gokushima's down. I don't know how much forZe are going to want to recommit.
I think they just have to save. No alternative, and I don't necessarily hate the decision. Their money is so dreadful after losing almost everything up against those Deagles that can't really blame them for that. So kind of a gimme round for Aurora. Granted, a nice kill from Belchonok, but unorthodox to kill a jump spotting player, and from there, they just exec A with no resistance. So, yeah, doesn't get much easier than that.
No, not so much.
Mm-hmm. Gokushima, for me, is the really interesting player on forZe. Because when we've covered him, especially, was it last season of ECL? They win it?
Yes. Yes.
Right. His ceiling is ridiculous. It is so high, especially when he's getting aggressive and peaking those angles. But I think needless to say where he is as a player, he's got a little bit of growth to go. Maybe to iron out the edges a bit, prove the fundamentals, get better late round. And I'm interested to see where on that journey he is now.
He was the one we asked Shelfie, where did you get this guy? And he said, like, Kamchatka or something.
Oh, yeah, Kazakhstan. Or something, wasn't it?
Oh, okay. All right, there's Gokushima getting aggressive early. Finds the 1, but the trade is there, so up, down early. That's an exchange Aurora are going to be A-okay with. Snappy trade there from Norwi. Selter tag. Was that just spam? Must have been. And this double
it might
long
have been
setup,
HE,
over the monster tunnel. Yeah, I suppose.
Look at all the space Kenzie has. If they spot this long setup, Kenzie's got a bomb site for the taking. Tanier gets a kill. But Kenzie, yeah, look at that. He's made the read now. So much ground.
And they're actually going to pinch B if he can get through into heaven. Ooh, this is tremendous. this is going to be a test of the comms, right? Are they relaying? This space is open. This is a possibility because right now forZe aren't even looking at it. Result might actually be going back to check it, which would be great awareness here. As I say that, he thinks it's clear, and with a double graffiti set, they might actually be able to avoid the worst of it. Kenzie looking for contact, looking for these players. He will have heard the drop. He knows exactly where they're coming from. But it's all about the timing now for Kenzie. The calls to his teammate, Shalfie, rude surprise. Uh-oh, player in heaven. How are you gonna fight through this? Result. How on earth does he hang on? Norwi would need a bomb plant, but the timing could be perfect here for Tenier. Doesn't want us to try and spam into the smoke. Try and play this advantage, and it will cost him 4 kills on the board. And Aurora find their second.
Huge round. Huge round. The flank was well orchestrated, but it still takes Norwi to be that distraction in the first place, and the closer, of course. What a hold from him. What a round. That was all over the shop. forZe are taking some risks with their CT setups. We've seen 4B. That was a free A round with 2 on long and 1 in connector. And they're throwing a lot of different looks here, but that's kind of the risk is, you know, there's a reason the default setups are the default setups because they have the fewest gaps. They're the most reliable. Yes, it can be good to go off page a little bit, but forZe's playing a dangerous game, and that time they did get punished.
First casualty out. There's some damage done. A couple players could be softened up for these remaining pistols. This is a boost to look in the window for Result, I believe. Result on top of Selter's head? Yes. Okay. That's what we've got going on here. Which might actually catch Belchenok if they commit to this. Oh, let's see. Let's see. This is so cheeky.
No way!
Oh, he reads it! He knows! He knows! He knows! Great awareness for Belchenok there. Like, okay, why haven't I seen any contact? Why has no one seen any contact? What could they be pulling off? That's a good read. That's a good play. And despite some chunky damage, it's not going to matter here, Alan.
No.
No.
Not going to happen. I can imagine a lot of people seeing that had deja vu to their matchmaking games thinking, if I was in that situation, I'd be calling cheater. Because he just checked a very unlikely position and made it look easy. Okay. Well, this T side has come alive a little bit.
Yeah.
And they lost pistol. They took it very close in that Deagle round. So far, not that much to criticize from Aurora. They are getting a lot of value out of these rounds. And forZe's money isn't going to be incredible. I mean, look at this. Selter actually needs to save his armor. He's not going to have a great buy.
His armor will make it through. But yeah, Aurora starting to show us a much better feel for this. Those first couple rounds, a little shaky, but now. Very nice indeed. Let's see. They've had great success on these opening kills as well. I think that's been a big part of it. Forcing the spread on the defense. forZe going to get aggressive here. Double con play. Shalfie wants to fight into short. He's done so. Gokushima pulls off, so they know the door is broken. Belchenok's got to be wary of this, but Shalfie will still catch Lackey off guard. And so advantage early on here. Let's see what Gokushima can do from the top of the stairs. One found. Down he goes. Does he expect a rotation? Belchenok's waiting for this. There's 2 players in here. If Gokushima goes down, he's in trouble. Shalfie wants to try and clear it out for his teammate. They're going to fight this together, but Belchenok takes the initiative, and Shalfie, well, he'll punish. He's traded. Selter lost elsewhere. This one's getting chaotic into the 2v2. Rasmus, and he will do exactly that. It falls to Deco. Bomb in hand. Information about Result, but no knowledge of Tenier's location. He's going to try and take it towards B.
He doesn't know it, but taking his time clearing these angles is just allowing Result to get in a better position. Tenier can flank. And Result's actually going to commit to the site, so... It's going to be a little bit tricky for Tenier here to stay, for Result to stay alive. They can't allow one-on-ones. Especially an MP9 up against this AK. This first duel is big. If Decker wins this, he is definitely at the advantage to win the round.
Oh, he's not reading it at all, though. The off angle catches him off guard, trying to be careful, trying to be cautious. And in that moment, it'll cost him. And forZe, a much needed lead here. They'll keep Aurora at bay, but danger certainly not out of this one. There's going to be limitations in the util. So it was an aggressive play for that last one. Dynamic play for forZe, getting out con, fighting short. That start things off well. What are we going to see this time?
Another free A round from forZe. They do not feel threatened on B early on. And they keep leading this way. At some point, they could get punished, but for now, they're very content to keep A with numbers. They just don't want to give up this control for free, and as Aurora default in this direction, they need to be perfect, or they're going to walk right into the lion's den.
Oh, the double setup for this peak from the long bathrooms. Okay, actually, one player pulls off of it. It's just Shelfie now. Will find nothing. Oh, no kill found. The door clipping too many of his bullets. The attempted trade up on the next could be rough for Gokushima. Now it's pressure on for these A players. You can see the double push into short to try and compensate for it. And the stall out on the bathrooms, at least for the moment. If it ferries them down con, the bomb is switching sides. This double short setup could be a problem. It all hinges on Selter here because Result's pulled off and Selter's down for the count. So now they're headed B, and Result, he's got no more utility to stall this out. He's just got to do it by the might of his gun. A one-man wrecking crew here, and he's losing teammates left, right, and center. It's all fallen by the wayside. But Result, let's see if he can pull off some heroics. Can't deny the bomb plant, that's for sure. And at this point, I don't even know that there's space enough for Result and Tenier to save.
Time to get out, brother. Give this up. Huge entry from kenzie. I think that round looks very different if he doesn't get the opener. And forZe, despite their A-lean, didn't stop the A default. Quite the opposite. Aurora got all the space they wanted, and then it was forZe trying to react, and as soon as Seltzer went down here, that was game over. So, clean stuff from Aurora, and yeah. Given that forZe won and converted the pistol round, this CT side has not been kind to them since the rifles have come out.
We're at a major pain point as well. Major pain point here.
They're gonna buy?
Ooh. They're going in. All right, 2 SMGs. Could be worse. Weird that Tenier's not picking up utility if they're actually going all the way in on this.
Check out the lean. They know they don't have the util to play a standard round. 4A setup for forZe. Shelfie is not risk averse. We definitely know that for sure.
He wants the heat. He's been spotted though. This double long setup again. It worked out last time. This time I don't think Aurora is going to test it. They seem to have the read. We'll see where the bomb leans, but at least for the moment, they've got short control. They've got this space. They're content to sit on it. Now kenzie goes looking. Made a footstep, and he's checked. So first kill found, but that funnels them straight in towards B. Result's in trouble. This con setup with just SMGs gonna have trouble getting out. They're being held by Belchanok. Trade not there. Result finds one, but he's under pressure. He's under siege, and he knows it. They're just trying to dig him down. Tenier in towards heaven. Can he bail him out? Oh, no, not quite. A flank is on, but I think it's just gonna be too late here, Alan. The bomb's gonna be planted, and at some point, certainly, they're gonna go back and look.
Eyes of Norwi. There's the check. Headshot found, and I think Tenier, you just got to give this one up. That was a great round. from Aurora. Great reaction. I think they were always going to probe B, but as soon as they saw the player in connector, it might as well have been a B player. And as soon as you see that, you know what's going on. And ultimately, forZe, they invest everything into that round.
Yeah.
They don't have the util to play a standard one, so they're forced into a weird setup, and it doesn't work, and it just means they're on the back foot yet again. And yeah, they got eco. They haven't played out a proper gun round really at all in this half.
They can at least put a little bit behind this if they wanted to. They're going to take a timeout to figure out exactly how they want to approach it. Could be some deegs. I've seen the deco get interesting before. That was for the T side, though. That was for Aurora. And now second position. This one, not to discuss strategy, presumably. Hopefully we'll have that resolved in just a moment here, folks. But Aurora, Alan, they're impressing. I mean, they're doing a great job of chewing up the space, finding the picks, and then punishing the weak site.
Yeah, and the confusing part was, we came into this veto saying, isn't it bizarre that Aurora's picked Overpass? It's statistically forZe's highest map, at least in the last 3 months. It's not one that's been super kind to Aurora in the maps they have played. Granted, not many. But off our, granted, small sample size so far, forZe look a little bit out of sorts. They just can't find a way to open these CT rounds consistently when they're throwing different curveballs at Aurora. I mean, a lot of the times forZe's stacked A. Aurora has been doing an A default with numbers. forZe just can't win the duels. They can't make good on their setup.
Another force buy. Hero rifle. Well, not a full force, just the hero rifle. Tanir's got the big gun.
Is it just me, or is
Gokushima
Gokushima barely AWP'd this half? Because it feels that way to me.
He's had it once, I think.
I'd say that. Once or twice, yeah. And we know he's such a potent weapon. This is also a map that's been quite kind to the AWP, even for its struggles in CS2. And they've just bought low so many times.
I think this might turn into a setup where Tanir has to save early on. They're trying to get the numbers here to crunch, but they need one of these kills. They've got them. The second, not so much. Yee, they've committed the rifle. They've committed both players in. The armor and all, so we're going to need a hero play. It has to be Tanir. He's got to make it happen here. Find the first. No more. It was a TK, actually. Never mind. He found nothing. Norwi put them both down.
Alpha Blood. Thirsty man. Apparently it's Norwi. But it doesn't really matter losing numbers if you're Aurora, does it? It's 2 rounds to go in this half. And they're feeling great about how this one has gone. Finally, that AWP is out for Gokushima, but only just, because no util to his name. And it's Aurora that takes a pause. Interesting. I think they kind of roll with the punches the way it's been going so far, but maybe a quick discussion. Even so, I think for us here watching on, let's see how forZe opens up this round. I'd be surprised if they do another A-Lean. It just sort of hasn't transpired into round wins, so why keep forcing the issue?
No kits, so retake maybe not on deck. But let's see. Gokushima's got the op. They're going 4 towards B early on. Gokushima's going to try and make something happen here. They're expecting a fast call. Molly's down. Utility out. That's all the con setup. And Shelfie's in a really tough spot if they come up the stairs right now. Be able to reposition at the very least. And there's Gokushima making that op impact felt. Can't stick around though. The player close up. Lucky wants to punish. Now they'll start to take the space towards bathroom, so it's a rotation on Tanir, and Gokushima headed back up top.
A lot of pressure here on Shelfie. Aurora see the AWP. They see another player for a Molotov from B, and I think that's enough confirmation that A is probably open. They're not scared of an AWP being here. Maybe now, but they've already taken the space. And Shalfie, I think he's doing the right thing. He can't fall back.
Bomb.
Gets a kill. Bomb as well. Yep, calls that to his teammates. And even if he dies now, he's such an advanced warning system. And he's absolutely ruinous in terms of the clock right now. He's so annoying.
And he's not dying. He's not dying. He continues to annoy. They continue to clean this up, and it's clean for forZe. That is a get healthy round. It's pretty late in the day. They'll just have one more to try and even up this scoreline, but that's a much-needed confidence booster for this forZe team.
I'm feeling a bit vindicated, calling out the lack of the AWP. And the first time they bring it out, Aurora get caught off guard. They're not expecting an AWP to be there, so that is nice. And if forZe can get 6 out of this half, it's not been pretty. Let's not pretend it's been the cleanest in Counter-Strike, but that is something very decent to play with. And chances like Lackey, good spawn, let's get aggressive, doesn't work. He's first to fall. Check out Aurora, they're all leaning here towards B. They can't really go anywhere else, and there's just so many defenders here for forZe.
Shut down on the next. Just trying to make a play. Kenzie trying to make a play off the smoke fade. And, well, now here we go. Here's the next one. Deco. Catches that nade. Norwi next to take a crack. It's like they're taking turns at it. Norwi will have a little bit more success, but still more work to be done to open up this pinata of a site. And, well, one and done ain't going to be good enough here. Deco. Last chance to do something before this half closes. 50 seconds. Hoping that someone plays themselves into his hand at Con, but they don't need to make that move. And Selter will end things. 6-6, all knotted up. We'll be back. Back in we go. All knotted up. Curious to see what we're going to get from Aurora here on this CT side. A lot of heavy shooting, but at times... coordination not quite there. Still, this is their pick. Now they get the favored half. Looks like we're gonna full B popper out from forZe. They'll take the first contact, not the second, but it's looking good with the smoke down in towards heaven. This bomb's getting planted, and well, kenzie has a very long rotate to get involved in this round. So good advantage for forZe. This positioning out towards the sewer pipe. Life is looking pretty good if you're a forZe fan.
Re-smoke on heaven too. There's not really that much point in saving. Maybe now. This just looks impossible. Deco has armor, Norwi has nothing, so why not? But this round is clean as can be. It's a simple B setup. It's a nice frag from Deco, but unfortunately without a kit, it's just for show. I guess he takes no armor damage, so be full armor in the next. But that whole round hinged on the flashbang from heaven coming in for Lackey up close to Monster, and Lackey died before that flashbang even popped, so it was not a repeat of what we saw in the previous pistol round where it was just a mow down off the back of a flashbang. That really didn't work as intended.
No. That's now both pistols for forZe. A winning formula in MR12. Winning formula in anything, really, but they gotta capitalize. And as we know from this Aurora side, even with limited weaponry, they can be dangerous. So we got a scout, we got some Deegs. Don't count them out just yet. And Deco wants to get frisky with this scout. Oh, he'll catch a nade for his efforts, but the kill goes the other direction. And the nade to chase that could be another. No, not quite. Result out. The HE too much off the scout tag. So the initial plan works out beautifully for Aurora.
They're going to commit to this A setup. Only Deco has shown himself alongside kenzie. It is quite a lot, actually. But even so, forZe are still committing with Seltra in this direction. kenzie takes heavy tag for his trouble, and check out the flank from Norwi at the same time. That's the bomb. Oh no, this is falling apart from forZe. This is nightmare fuel.
Oh, the phase through smoke. Belch not caught. The health is so low on 3 players. Is the one perhaps silver lining, but when they've got Deegs and scouts, they only need to land 1 shot. Maybe 2 shots. Maybe 2 shots, as the case may be. Norvi's been set up. Can he bring this back? He can indeed. Taking the initiative, taking the aggression. Still a 2v3. A little more appetizing, especially as the numbers get whittled down. They tried to stack lower. It's not going to work out. Norwi will be back up top, but he's just got an MP9, and he's got a ton of work to do. Back dice. Let's see if they call his number. Shadow spotted. Shadow spotted. They know. They know he's on the plant spot. They know he had to be here. The spam will catch him, and it all falls to Lackey. Tenier trying to figure out where he actually wants to plant this bomb. Back exposed, but no kill. No kill on for Lackey. And now Tenier's waiting for his teammate's contact. A little premature on that. They're waiting for the smoke to fade, but Tenier, whoo, dinked up. But he's got the bailout.
That's the second time they've almost lost in this map. This one, slightly less egregious. It was a full force buy, but both times Tenier has had to save him at the end. Holy smokes. forZe just can't win a clean round against the pistols. Luckily this time we've got a pretty heavy eco to come, but my god, it is a stressful day if you're a forZe fan, these rounds.
It was the same in the first half, wasn't it? On the second round for us?
It was the third round in the first half because it was the Deagles. But yeah, very similar scenario where it took Tenier to save him at the end.
I like the fact that Aurora are so willing to go towards heavy HE usage. Best way to give yourself a chance in these rounds. They picked wrong this time. But I like the idea.
They're still top.
Little B exec. Oh, and there's those HEs, but that's also the warning system. Everybody's here. Look at them just gobbling up space towards A. Someone's going to have to go back for the bomb. I don't actually love how they're approaching this right now.
I hope Shalfie doesn't die. Okay,
Yeah.
that could have been bad.
I guess he's going back for the bomb? It's going to take so long. There's only 48 seconds. He's got a full knife out run this. That's a confidence play that he's sure no one's here. And by the time he gets here, the smokes are going to be gone. I mean, I don't think they're going to be punished for this, Alan, but I kind of wish they would be.
It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. They're also a little bit fortunate that nobody pushed for that bomb. There was definitely adequate avenues with Shalfie locking down the whole B side of the map on his own. So, yeah. They're going to get away with it. And
always makes me nervous when teams play fast and loose with the C4. Now it's fast and loose with the spacing. Here's the thing. You don't actually have much to gain from these ecos, and Gokushima is about to lose a gun. So now, Shalfie has to babysit it. Don't lose the second rifle. Oy. There it is.
This is too much.
Guns gained.
They can't afford this, Mike. They almost lost. They went down to one player in the last round. They've now got no cash in reserve. Lucky's managed to save an AK.
Fortunate they didn't lose a third rifle there. There's just the risk reward, the value proposition is not there. You're hunting pistols. You're putting yourself in situations where your teammates can't trade, and you're just losing guns for nothing. For what, $300 potential kill reward? Not worth the price at all. Very undisciplined there. forZe, I mean, let's see if it's going to cost them now, because there's limitations here. We've got a Khalil out. We've got, I mean, that is safe class, but we've got all the weapons up on the other side. Deco, though, under pressure. Able to get away. Able to find that space. Now it might be Kenzie instead.
Kenzie's going to get isolated.
Siege.
He's going to get isolated. That toilet smoke makes it really difficult for Deco to help him. Flash over the top. Molotov as well on Divider. It's a player behind him down the bottom of Connector. And Kenzie's just absolutely pinched. His teammates just couldn't help him in that situation. And he kind of dies for nothing. Man down and not a lot of info if you're Aurora.
And speaking of under pressure, now they've completely isolated Deco. It's going to be a B hit, it looks like, based on the posturing, so this is actually a good read. Oh, the boost up is timely, but that funnels them straight out of Monster. They gain this ground. Tennier's gained the first kill. The Molly's down. They can't peek off of this. Life is difficult here. Smoke's going up, and one by one, they're whittling down the numbers. It all falls to Deco, and with an op, I mean, this should be impossible. First one found, but now they know they just don't need to peek, and Shalfie, meanwhile, pushing the boundary. Here on the hunt, Deco's wary. Knows that this is what Shalfie likes to do. Knows the tendency here. But in this labyrinth, still a lot of ground to cover to make sure you don't get caught out. And he's going to be able to do so. Nicely done. At least the op will live. But forZe find double digits first.
Huge round. Absolutely colossal. And great reaction as well. They see the boost. The boost on the bridge for short water, and they immediately punish. They swing out a monster, and the kill is nice, of course, for Aurora, but you could just see how unsettled they were on the site. They weren't in a particularly good setup for them to help each other. They were just running around in the pit behind the site, trying to get a good fight, and with AKs, with Pika's advantage, with group players swinging, it was all too easy for forZe. And check out this buy from Aurora. They have full loss bonus. That was the good news. But they're running out of rope here. They're running out of opportunities. They have to win one of these rounds. Yes, forZe's money is bad, but they're just getting so close to that all-important 13th.
Trade there's good for Aurora. It's looking dangerous if they gain all that space out towards long, and Shalfie might be willing to take it back. Kenzie. Little touch and go here. Now he's going to be pressure from the other side as well, so he has to fight forward. Oh, no, he's being checked down. How does he get that kill? How on earth does he get that kill? Result will have it eventually, but that is at way too high of a cost. And they're on opposite sides of the map. Tennier's just walking out Monster. If he catches this kill, it could allow itself into a bomb plant. There's a lot of pressure just on his shoulders. And actually, they're giving the space. So gaining all this ground, Tanir's calling to his teammate, hey, get that bomb and come join me. Oh, how far does he carry this?
This feels like a big misstep. What a gap given on B. Belchonok playing from heaven. Tanir could undo all of this.
Here's the rotation. He could get 2 off of this. Oh, he's going to! Oh, what a disaster! But wait, they're bringing the bomb along?
I guess they couldn't get it back. It was so committed. And Norwi thinking, of course it's B. Couldn't join the dots.
Oh my goodness. How do they get away with this? 15 seconds to spare. Norwi will give it a try, give it a crack, but he's just got an MP9. It's a bit of a disaster here. Let's see if we can bring back the hero play. Otherwise, their prospects are dripping on down the drain. And the answer is absolutely no. A resounding one at that. The positioning for forZe proves too much to handle, and now the money's gone for Aurora, and they're looking at their chances to even get 1 CT round here. They're slipping away.
Can you imagine the comms now between the Aurora players? They're asking Belchonok, how on earth did a player walk all the way through the B-bomb site and get into heaven and behind us? That shouldn't be possible, and when he watches this demo back, he'll have his head in his hands thinking, why was I just moving around so much? Why? I didn't need to. If my teammates are calling bomb is A, which I'm guessing they did, you know, jiggle from heaven, play it from graffiti. Yeah. He left slightly too much of a gap, and my God, was he punished. The score was 6. Is it 6-4 for Aurora? Right?
It was
7 on the trot now.
Time. Yep. Absolutely, indeed. A reminder as well, folks, this is their map pick, so things not exactly going to plan. This is sort of what we were worried for when we saw the veto.
Their T-side gun rounds were just so strong. Clearly haven't got anything going here on the defense. Deco.
Oh, he's dead. Where's the comms?
How is he alive?
Where's the comms? They hear the tick. They know he's here. What is Result looking at? That's a breakdown somewhere. Uh-oh. And it seems like it's breaking down further. The aggression in towards short. Look, there's 3 players who are low. This could still get out of whack. Well, Belchonok's gonna have to be the guy who does it. The pre-fire's beautiful there. Saw a pixel, and he'll get the next as well. So this is just a total breakdown for forZe. This should have never been this close. For Shalfie now, it's probably about doing damage, but these rounds have been so expensive, there's not really money to spare either. This is a bad situation. This is a really bad situation, and it never should have started.
Just bizarre. Even that.
You hear the ticks of the molly. You know you have a player there. You know he has to go up the stairs. Where's the coordination?
Well, I wonder, given some of the other rounds we've seen, if their comms do get flustered, or they struggle to make things out in chaotic situations. Very odd. That's not done good things for the money, has it? Shalfie and Tanir are not going to be a great buy anyway, unless they can somehow get a plan out of this, which doesn't seem likely. There's still legs to this map. It's not a done deal.
Certainly this round should not have much in it. One Glock trying to just get lucky walking around long. Means the result's down early. Take it over one this rifle. Gives them something, but they can't. They certainly cannot. No damage, no blemish, no issue. And with no bomb plant either, even this buy is going to have problems. 3 rounds separate these teams. It is not too late here, Alan, by any measure.
Remember, forZe won and converted both pistols. They've had a couple, let's call them unorthodox rounds. Especially the Tanir flank. So, it's absolutely not the case that forZe are significantly strong on the gun rounds. Check out this setup from Aurora. 4A, full aggression. And it's just going to leave Lackey all alone. 5 players in the vicinity. He's got so much work to do.
Lackey! Overwhelmed. Felt inevitable. Was hoping he could take one along with him, but that's not to be. The bomb's now going to be down. The perfect play call here. No positioning. Get back into this. They got some util at the very least, but it's going to take so long even just to get past these choke points. This deep Molotov stalls them out. There's nothing left for forZe at the very least. It's going to be about the guns. Molotov sailing into sight, making them uncomfortable. Rezal gets caught as a result. They don't know which way to look, but the trades are now on. It's a 2v2. It all falls to Shelfie. He puts the weight of the world on his shoulders, as he likes to do. He's got the first. The wrap around the pole. Shelfie will claim the all-important map point round.
I'm almost surprised Aurora went for that. And it went as well as it did.
They have the money.
They do have the money. And I guess they knew... Yeah, I guess they knew they were going to buy this round anyway. I guess that's true, but to retake a site and get it to a 2-on-1 from a man disadvantage is pretty mighty. If it wasn't for Shelfie, we would be saying that was an unbelievable retake. But it's been one of those games, hasn't it? 4 chances then for forZe. The saving grace, or the silver lining for Aurora, is there is barely any loss bonus for forZe. They have no cash in reserve. If you can just win this round without a plant, you really are so close to making this overtime. So I'm almost a little bit disappointed they didn't call a pause going into this round, because this is full focus. No doubt the most important round of the map.
But you know, Alan, for Aurora, every round past this one is the most important round of the map. Looks like we're gonna be Popper.
They keep taking these risks with leaning A, and I'm very nervous for Aurora right now.
Yeah, it's a bad spot, especially with the boost. It means they have no foreground on Monster. They have no early warning system. Here it comes. Here's the hit. Here's the execution. Trade is there. Second water player might not be expected, and Lackey catches them off guard. Eyes were up high. They never expected Lackey to be here. They thought it was another solo B play. And this one's falling apart. This one's falling by the wayside. Gokushima trying to get the punish. Oh, he's out. Could be if he wanted it. But for the moment, he's sticking around. 20 seconds. He can't bail. He can't go towards the other side. He needs a reload here. 2 bullets in the gun. And he's just going to reload out in the open. So that will not be happening. No time, no chance, no round for forZe.
This is game on. What do you do if you're forZe? Do you full force? Tanir and... Yeah, I think they're going in. Hero AK on Gokushima by the look of it. Pause is out, and I think they need a discussion. If they go all in here, there is 1 gun round, 1 full gun round in this map. And that'll be in the last in regulation.
They can put armor and techies around the rest. Get some smokes on, go for the quick hitter. They found the space towards B. Again, they had the right play call. They just overlooked water with the second player. That caught them completely off guard. And, I mean, that's a difference maker, right? Lackey punishes for 2, and it all falls apart. If they kill Lackey there, even if it's another 1-for-1 exchange, that retake is such a brutal one for Aurora to deal with.
I wonder if they kind of felt like they had checked water at that point, because if they're just swinging with numbers together, I don't think Lackey ever gets 2. Should have been an instant trade. Okay, yeah. They are going all in. Tech 9's out. Plenty of smokes, but not so much other util. They just looked at the situation and said, we could save, but the buy is going to be terrible. We might as well force, and that is the worst possible start. Deco warming up. Opens the scorecard in this round, and the B lean 2 on Aurora and a player and connector. A B hit here is going to be very tricky to pull off.
Salter good damage, wants to chase it, nearly gets it. Kenzie's low, and the temptation, oh, it's so strong here, but Gokushima's just opened up B. Oh, they've got it! They've got it! They've not got the ball, but they've got the sight! Someone's got to go back! Salter realizing it. He'll be making his move. The only question here is they're not going to have smokes to cover off heaven, so crossing the bomb could pose a risk. But Aurora, of course, don't know that, so they're already going with the double graffiti play. And with his deep angle from Rezal, do they have the presence of mind to clear it? Because he's going to wait till they've walked past. And then there's going to be the punish flashbang on. Ooh, the quick switch. 1v2 here for the map, and it won't even get started. Oh, forZe have done it. They've snatched away Aurora's map pick. They've triumphed here with a dominant second half on Overpass. Aurora, they got the chance, right? They got the chance to show what they had, at least. But it still wasn't enough, Alan.
Yeah, a bit of a shame we weren't on board there for Gokushima, because that was as impact kills go.